So to start the project of removing the tire, you got to remove this plate right there. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts on there, and I just screwed them back in so I don't lose them. Take that plate off right there in order to change the tire. So that's kind of start with that one. Notice I put it up on a couple blocks right there, so on the center stand. So just step on that, put all your weight on it, and rock it back up on those blocks. That way you can get the tire off once you disconnect it. So in order to get this bolt out here, it's a long shaft. You have to come over onto this side and then remove this right here. First take this brake off, then remove this whole caliper right here. Then you can undo that bolt. Just get all that. It makes it a lot easier to get it out of the way to get to that bolt. So these two are 12s and 12 millimeter. And then this one has another 12. Yeah, just take it off. And then the wheel should come right out. Pretty simple job. So it looks like there is a little copper, like a grommet right there, and some kind of a gasket. So I'll probably just throw some gaskets either on before I stick that back together. Probably should get the gasket, but we'll see if it has any leakage problem, but I don't think so. I think that is just for maybe the emergency brake. So anyways, then once you get that out of the way, then you can take a pair of pliers, squeeze that, knock that pin out to take that nut off, and then leave a few threads on the nut when you whack it with preferably a rubber mallet. And if you got another rod that size, you can shove it back through the hole to get it out. But yeah, once you get that disconnected, then you can take this caliper off like that, get it out of your way. You might need to, when you put it back on, depress that right there. Take a big flat nose screwdriver and kind of widen that gap out. Oops. See if I can point that out. See that gap right there? That's got to go back on the disc. The disc slides right in between there. And it looks like I need to replace my pads. Oh no, there's some on there. Yeah, it's not the minimums yet. So you'll see those little metal clips right there? Those are what usually give you like a little indicator. You hear like a squeaking sound on your brakes. That'll tell you, hey, you need to get new pads on. You know, when you start hearing that, you don't want to go too much longer, because then you'll start wearing out your disc, and you gotta buy a new disc. So then you want to look at your disc while you got it off. Look for any grooves in it that are cut too deep. You could, if you have a vernier caliper, you can measure it and see if it's at minimum. I don't know what that is offhand. I'm checking online. You're wondering, how do you know if you need to change your tire? Well, when you start seeing little bald spots like that and belting showing through, it's probably a good idea. Hey folks, if you like this content, please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thanks.